I think in practice, I think that we collectively, and we specifically, and then we collectively, VCs, I think we spend a lot of time talking about markets and technology, and we have lots of opinions, and I'm not sure that those opinions are actually all that relevant all that often. I think probably the decision ultimately is and should be around people as like 90% of the decision. The two things we really zero in on people are, two things. They sound simple, they end up being very difficult. Courage and genius. Courage is the one we talk about a lot because it's the one that people can learn. Courage, which is to say not giving up in the face of adversity, just being absolutely determined to succeed, is something that you can like force yourself to do. It can be very painful. You can force yourself to do it. The genius part is a little bit hard to force yourself to do. Courage without genius might not get you where you need to go, but genius without courage almost certainly won't. And so we're looking for some kind of magic combination of genius and courage. There's one of my partners quotes Nietzsche a lot on these topics. He says it's will to power. It's people who simply will not stop. And by the way, right, there's always been this kind of thing in Silicon Valley of like, sort of this, I call it the failure fetish, right? Failure is good, right? Failure, you guys are probably all have been taught this, heard about this from a lot of people. Like failure is a wonderful thing. Failure teaches you all this stuff, and it's great to fail a lot. Like, and we don't like buy any of that. We think that's all complete nonsense. We think failure sucks. We think failure is a terribly, terribly depressing thing to go through. We think success, on the other hand, is wonderful. You wouldn't think that this is something you have to actually say out loud, but we do find it to be clarifying when we point it out. And so we are strongly biased towards people who are so determined to succeed that they never give up, they never quit.